Hi, my friend. Doc Martin here. Today we're going to take a look at breaking bad habits. We all have them, and some of them are unhealthier than others. Let's go back and take another look at the elements of behavior when either forming new habits or breaking bad habits. The formula is as follows. B equals PAMC. The new behavior B equals P, the prompt, plus A, ability, plus M, motivation, followed by a C, the consequence. When the PAMC cycle is repeated over and over and over and over again, then H is formed and it becomes a habit. Breaking bad habits are first developed through the process of creating new healthy ones. To do this, you need to follow the three-phase behavior master plan. The behavior design process is phase one, and that's for new habits, and it consists of two parts. First, you need to learn the process of creating new habits, and second, you need to repeat this on at least two, maybe three more healthy new habits before going to the next step. Phase two of the behavior design process is for stopping a habit. Phase two reflects the steps in the phase one behavior design process, but in this case, we reverse engineer the habit. Phase two first starts by looking at the prompt, the P, remove, avoid, or ignore. Then redesign the ability, A, to make it harder to do, reduce the M, motivation, and remove the C, the consequence, by not celebrating, or by adding a mild negative consequence, response cost, timeout, a mild negative verbal or nonverbal response. Phase three of the behavior design process entails swapping a habit. Find an alternative positive replacement behavior. So, let's start with phase one and do a quick review how to create a new healthy habit, the 7-step process. See my previous habit videos on this topic. But first, if you like this video series on healthy habits, hit the like button and also the subscribe button. Thanks so much. Back to the phase one, create a new habit. I have dealt with this process in great detail in my previous videos and have a separate video for each step. But for now, here it is in a nutshell. Phase one, create a new habit. Step one, get clear on your aspirations and the desired outcome. Step two, create a big swarm of behaviors, potential new habits. Step three, match yourself with a new habit from the swarm of behaviors, so pick one. Step four, start tiny, that's your ability. Step five, find a good prompt for your new habit, the prompt. And step six, celebrate success, celebration, immediate positive consequence. And step seven is to troubleshoot. There are 4 steps in troubleshooting behavior. First, you look at the trigger, then you adjust the ability, then you adjust the motivation, and if none of that works, number 4 is try a different new habit. Again, see my previous video on monitoring and troubleshooting, where I again covered that in much greater detail. Now, you may want to repeat this with 2 or 3 new habits to get firm on the behavior change approach. Once you're comfortable with developing new habits, then go to phase 2. How to stop a habit. Phase 2 is breaking a bad habit. Again, to break a bad habit, you should follow the 7 steps, but the 7 steps are a little bit different because we've reverse engineered the process. So step 1 is identify your goal or desired outcome and ask yourself the following questions. Is this really important to me? Get really clear on what you want. For example, when COVID-19 was at its highest levels, I wanted to stop touching my face. Part of my plan not to let get the virus. So I asked myself, do I really want to stop touching my face? Is it worth the effort? Yeah, I thought it was important. So, if so, go to step 2. If you're not sure, maybe you need to go back and work some more on values clarification, part of step 1 in creating a new habit. Step 2, start small. Identify specifically when the behavior occurs. Keep count throughout the day and record each instance of face touching. What times and where it occurs? What is your mood? You're happy, sad, angry, afraid, busy. Are you stressed or relaxed? Just keeping a record of your bad habit, in this case face touching, may lead to eliminating it. Keeping a record will also give you information on which specific habit you want to bust. Your goal is, in this case, to stop touching your face at any time, in any place, when alone, or with others. Now, that is one big piece of behavior. And it's the approach most people take when trying to bust any bad habit, like I'm going to lose 40 pounds, go to the gym every day, and eat only healthy food from now on. Doesn't work. High motivation does not last. Motivation, as I've discussed previously, is a fickle thing. It comes and it goes, and it's not dependable. Pick one specific instance of the habit you want to break, and make it the easiest one to start with. Okay, after I get home from work and I'm sitting down to relax, I will not touch my face. Once you have this firmly established, then gradually expand to other instances of touching your face. So you've got the one instance you want to work at. The next step is identify what triggers this behavior. That's step 3. Focus first on the triggers, the prompts. Try to become aware of the triggers. Oh, could be an itch. Okay, that's an external trigger. Internal triggers could be long-term uncomfortable feelings. Maybe when you're sad, you touch your face more, depressed. When you're angry, when you feel guilty, when you need to change to suppress some emotions. Or maybe it's unmet physical needs, like I'm really hungry or I didn't get a good night's sleep. I touch my face more then. Or chronic pain, headaches, or injuries or physical ailments. Now, your external triggers can be people, places, and times, events, social pressure, and stressors. So maybe when you're reading or studying, or you're stressed out, or it's noisy, or you're overtired, or as I did before, your nose itches. Make a list of the triggers that prompt the touching of your face. Then pick one trigger that is important and easy to identify. Then ask yourself, can I remove this prompt? How can I modify my environment or behavior so that the prompt is not present? 2. Can I avoid the prompt? I can put up reminders throughout the day to not touch my face, like post-it notes or periodic phone alerts. Or face touching can be a nervous habit due to anxiety, so maybe I can practice mindfulness throughout the day and reduce my anxiety. If that doesn't work, try the following. Can I ignore the prompt? That is, put it on extinction. When my nose itches, I will not scratch it. Now, there are 2 problems with ignoring or using extinction. Problem number 1 is it relies on willpower. And willpower is a finite resource. You may have lots of willpower in the morning, but come evening time, after a hard, stressful day at work, your willpower may be depleted. You can only say no to a prompt so many times before you run out of willpower. Problem number 2 is it's hard to ignore consistently. All it takes is one slip up, and you put that behavior on a variable schedule of reinforcement. It's a variable schedule, and that makes it all the more difficult to eliminate. The slot machines in Las Vegas use variable schedules of reinforcement, and we know how powerful they are for keeping people gambling. This solution, ignoring, also known as extinction, may not be the best one for long-term change. But it may be that making changes to the prompt is all that you need, and you'll be able to get rid of the bad habit. but most likely you'll need to work on the routine itself too.